There's the microphone. Hello. Toxic Avery, welcome. Having a great day so far. Just got off work. We're missing our wonderful Sprigatito. Let's see. These alphabetical or are these? Oh wow, Sprigatito was forever ago. RIP. Sprigatito was so long ago. Oh well, we're gonna get fixed up. Add source. Browse. Right there. Open. There's Sprigatito. We're gonna put him right there. Gonna add the shiny counter. It's been a while since I've solely done a shiny hunt. So there's that. Ooh. Come to find out, that's not a very good color for this one. We'll have to add a backdrop again, because I did not edit this one. Come on. All the way down. SV backer. Throw this down here. Ta-da! There, the stream's fixed. You have a foreign ditto on Pokemon Scarlet? That's epic. Yeah, Sprigatito's eyes pretty much changed. That's about the only thing that it's got going for it. I really should put it behind my chat like the rest and make it a big boy. There we go. Now the question is, why does it say that I don't have signal? Hey, there we go. We're getting things fixed one thing at a time, it looks like. Got that on. I just have my volume down. The number next to the legendaries are resets until I found it. And now we're going to project source so that I can look at this epic screen. Love it. Awesome. I think we're officially ready, other than this is not sounding right. You're getting Pokemon XD on the Gale, or on XD Gale of Darkness on the GameCube soon? Best of luck on that one. You liked the stream? I was only playing Pokemon Coliseum, but yeah. Definitely a good game. There we go. Now I have sound in both ears. That's what we want. Kind of. My headset's like tweaking. It has seen some years. as you can see, we got a good number of eggs to sift through today. There's a delay, either game audio too. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. It's not delaying too bad on my side. Wouldn't surprise me at all if there was a delay on your guys' side. Technically, yes. PK Hex does work on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. The problem is getting it to interact with your memory card. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to buy, like, a flash drive to GameCube memory card converter, however. I mean, I feel like that should be a thing. Well, thank you, Avery, for the referrals. We like referrals here. And Cam, you're welcome for the Shiny Gimme Ghoul. Glad you were able to get one. I mean, if you have a hacked Wii, using PK Hex would definitely be easier. Because, yeah, the main issue you're going to run into... I don't think I grabbed eggs. Oh my gosh. What a noob. I'm just running around in circles doing nothing. It's probably fine. I mean, the problem you're going to encounter with using GameCube and Wii games for Pokemon in editing them with PK Hex is just simply getting them to the computer to begin with. Is modding a Nintendo console safe? I mean, for the Wii and the other one, not really. Alright, give me one moment. I gotta take a phone call real fast. Alright, should be back now. Sprigatito's a hard shiny for me to identify. I can't really tell the difference between the two colors of purple that easily. Even though one's pinkish and one's purplish, I have a pretty hard time with it. Hey, Chan. GG, I probably won't be doing a Darkrai giveaway in the near future. One, I don't recall seeing it on the list of available Pokemon in Scarlet Violet. And two, for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I don't really have the bots to spare to run that game effectively. Like, I think I have 3 copies of the game. I can't say that I actually recall hatching a shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Hey, put your hands out. There we go. Like, not saying a Darkrai can't happen, but my ability to do it is significantly limited. It just doesn't seem like that many people actually played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So it's kind of just a terrible game to do giveaways for, because, like, the views are not going to warrant the time the bots will be occupied with it. Like, I would guess less than 2,000 views easily. I haven't officially finished all of the first batch. I have, like, probably these first 15 here. Ah. I can't remember if that one was actually an event or not. I mean, I wouldn't say Legends Arceus is hard necessarily, but it ain't easy either. I'd say it's a little bit more difficult than your average Pokemon game. Compared to Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, I would say it's probably hard. I think I just barely realized that my game music is actually turned off. Ah, you might get those games for your birthday. I gotcha. I mean, if you have Discord, I have bots in my Discord server that you could use to get a Darkrai yourself. Like, that wouldn't be hard at all. I'm just not going to be doing it for a giveaway anytime soon. I think the game's audio's behind. But I'm also not really sure how to fix that necessarily. See if that helps. Same as my YouTube channel, there's actually a link in the description for it. Let me know if that fixed the game audio. Best of luck there, Avery. I got my second Arduino board in the mail today, so that's pretty cool. I'll be able to get a second raid bot going here before the end of the week. Somebody asked me if I could do a video on how to set it up, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to be able to do that. Yeah, you did. It's more of being able to find a V1 switch that I'm wishing you luck with. It's still off. Okay, let's try this. How about now? Sounds good? Cool. I don't know why all of a sudden. I don't believe I have one in my about section, but this stream should have a description, should have a link there. Okay, what do we got? That should work. I'm doing good. How about you? Had a pretty easygoing day today. I actually woke up semi-alert, so that was a bonus. I don't think you can get banned on a 3DS. I don't know if any of their servers are up except for Pokemon Home/Bank. I definitely wouldn't recommend modding your Wii or 3DS if you don't have a real big understanding of what you're doing. It's like, you can easily brick your system messing with those mods, because those ones you actually hard change the system information. Especially modding the Wii U. The Wii U's crazy. Yes, you can definitely brick your system. Prepping mills. Mill prep is awesome. I need to do more of that so that I can stick to a better diet instead of eating whatever I see. Hey, Austin, welcome. Did I find a Pokemon? No, but one thing's for sure, I'm definitely going to run out of eggs, like, run out of time before I run out of eggs. I got a lot of eggs to do today. I don't know, probably for the next hour, I would say. I do got to get the little one ready for bed again, and start winding down for the evening. And there you go. Nice little trip. I am going nowhere this July. Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna be in Utah. Actually, next week. I'll be in Utah for the Fall Out Boy concert on the 7th. That's gonna be fun. Wait a second. Wait a second. Dang. Its eyes tricked me. Bummer. No worries, man. I mean, I personally wouldn't recommend buying anything on eBay that you need to be guaranteed to be a certain way. I would go with Facebook Marketplace, personally. That would be my recommendation. All but like 3 of my bots I have found by searching Facebook Marketplace. It's pretty easy to do. Super easy to see people selling Switches on Facebook Marketplace and going, hey, does the serial number by chance start with XAW1? And if it does, it's almost a guarantee that it's going to be a V1. I don't think GameStop does anymore. They started running out of the XAW1s, and you can hardly get them on trade anymore. And like, I ordered probably 5 V1 switches from GameStop. Well, 8 total. And only 3 out of the 8 were actually moddable switches. They all may have been version 1s, but they were patched. Through one method or another, they ended up being patched. So I had to return them. And they started getting pretty upset with me. Understandably so, because it's a pain in the butt to keep returning them and reordering them just for them to not be right. Mine actually still sells DS games for some reason, and Game Boy games. We still have a pretty good... I think I ran out of Pokemon. Yeah, I'm just running in circles for no reason again. It's like, surely I have the judge function. Yeah, there we go. They're not guaranteed to be authentic. I know several people who have tried to buy Pokemon games at GameStop and have gotten hacked or, you know, pirated copies of them. Reprints or repos. Repros? Reproductions? There we go, that's what it is called. Several people. Also, since I'm like actually officially here and not just a voice on chat, thank you to the users who did some super chats today and blessed my Cash App. Like, you guys rock, because ironically enough, I actually just put like $40 into running that Gimme Ghoul raid, because I basically just bought a new Arduino board and a new Adafruit connector, so I had to, you know, invest some more money into that, and you guys pretty much just paid for that by your super chats and your Cash Apps, so that's greatly appreciated. User Bat, and I am going to slaughter this, but Gatoshwary, sending in some funds definitely helped pay for that stuff so that I didn't have to really do it out of pocket. Super appreciated. Fake DS games generally work, but they crap out at a certain point during the game. Like, they usually don't work 100%. And to GG, to get access to those bots in the Discord server and whatnot, you do have to read the rules and follow the instructions in getting started. So I would advise doing that. Hey, Dominic, thank you. I hope I get the cat as well. And I do not have a P.O. box. I've thought about getting one at 20,000 subscribers, just because I thought it would be funny to open that up and see what you guys send just for lulz and open them up on stream, but I also don't feel like I'm that awesome that it would be utilized that much, so... Sword Living Dex done, including DLC. Epic. Love hearing that. Why did that look weird again? I'm tripping myself out. Which is a good thing, because I would have kept running. And nearly all shiny? Hey, that's even better. Yeah, those eyes are tripping me out on this Sprigatito. I don't like it. darn lighting in this game is right. It's tripping me out some fierce. And like I said, I know it's purple. Like, I know the color I'm looking for is like a dark purple, but that purple pink, that violet, just messes with my eyes so bad. It also doesn't help that my Gengar hat has a purple brim on the bottom and top, so like, I'm just seeing... it's probably messing with how my eyes are interpreting the color, honestly. Hey, buddy. He's making noise just to make noise. Let's go have you jump. All right. BRB. A&A Productions. Well, oh, hey, there is a Pokemon chilling here. Oh, I need a shiny hunt Skidoo. Like, oh my gosh, I love Skidoo and Go-Go. Skidoo more, obviously. It's cute. Like, who can hate on Skidoo? Bruh, where did my water go? Is shiny Lapras cool? I mean, I don't exactly remember it standing out by any means, so I wouldn't say it's super cool by any means. I mean, Avery, if you want to become a member, like, by all means, do so. Awesome, we got some watchers, some high quality H2O now. Oh, there's multiple Skidoos. Truth be told though, I do greatly prefer soft resetting for shiny hunting methods. Oh, that was my last one. And a lot of the, like, nasty barf green ones, that would be super nice. Oh crap, that's nice. Oh, hey, Avery did become a member. Well, thank you, Avery. You should have a completely unrelated Beetle message popping up here in a second. Mass outbreaks in SV are your favorite shiny hunting method? I never really got the hang of mass outbreaks. Despawn them by walking near the edge. Oh hey. Sure enough. I'm gonna guess Gimme Ghoul, because that would be super ironic. So why did alert box never pop up? Interesting. Slitherwing! Great Tusk, hey, there you go. I like a nice Great Tusk. A software update. Was there a recent software update to Scarlet and Violet? Now I'm going to have to test this. No? Why do I need to update? Interesting. I wonder if it's because I unlocked 7-star raids. You can stream on TikTok? There you go. Did yours just barely update, or was it like a few seconds ago? Like, the only reason why I'm even remotely concerned is updates, generally speaking, make the bots not work, and that's no fun. About 2 minutes ago, okay. Well, we'll see if that just crashes my entire bots. I suspect it will. So instead of setting up the raid bot today, I may be setting up my other bots. Yours updated. Hey, you're sure welcome for the giveaways. I don't have a thought as to what your name says. I cannot read that because I'm not that skilled, but you are welcome for the recent giveaways all the same. He's having a blast jumping in his little bouncer, so he's just like shrieking in joy. For the most part, he's pretty easy to entertain. It's 2:13. Dang, yeah, have a good night. That's like 5 hours later than me. You're in the UK. Ish. I know what's happening, guys. It's not the light. This wasn't my original playthrough of Scarlet. So I traded myself a shiny Sprigatito that I genned back when I was first testing out the giveaway bots. And so the first Sprigatito that I got in this game was a shiny one, if I'm not mistaken. So my Dex entry for it is the shiny. So that's why I keep seeing shiny Sprigatito eyes and thinking that that was the shiny I hatched. It's because that is the default for my Dex. Last day of school's tomorrow? Wow, that's kind of late. Yeah, so it's like, it's not shiny there, but it's shiny there. I am aware of DK oldies. Don't tell me I deleted the wrong one. You know how to solder charging ports? There you go. It's a good skill to have. You are still bot 14, right? Learn how to solder from school. Sounds like a good fun class. I wish I would have had the opportunity to take some electrical circuits in class and things like that. Would have been nice. Let's see if I can find out why this no longer wants to work. Yeah, I feel like this is the new file, so it should. But again, maybe not. Restore. Oh yeah, definitely need to be really careful. Super easy to mess stuff up, for sure. today, Tavon. I think my raid bots might have crashed with that new fancy update we got. What you up to today, Tavon? My Switch just decided that it wanted to update the game in order to connect to online. And it definitely killed the raid crawler, which is unfortunate. I don't think it's, like, super consequential for my, regular stuff, because I think my regular stuff is just more of, like, a PCI controller, so I don't think that's super important. I already found the raid on one game. The problem is I can no longer use automation to find a second raid on my other bot, apparently. Go in 5 minutes. Well, best of luck there, Avery. You have a great night. Nice. Shiny Heatran's pretty cool. Yeah, like, the Switch just updated, like, about 10 minutes ago or so. It's like, surely it wouldn't be updated already. Yeah, keep your eyes out for it. I'm sure you'll be able to find a second bot. 1.3.2 bug fix. Those shiny legendaries at the bottom are previous hunts that I've done on stream. And the numbers to the side of them are how many encounters it took to find them. I mean, I picked up my most recent one for about $220. So they're not super expensive, but they're not, like, dirt cheap either. Yeah, $58.20 for a shiny Dialga. Dialga is, like, thus far my least favorite hunt, aside from Regieleki. Actually, Shaman is missing. Why is Shaman missing? Come here, Shaman. on July 17th. Good to set goals and deadlines. Really helps. Shaman's one of your favorite Pokemon? Well, it's not my favorite for obvious reasons, but it's a pretty good one. That Shaman was very, very saddening, happening so close after Dialga. It's like, that one is my longest shiny hunt to date, and I hope it stays that way. $78.14. Definitely wow. McTrico, welcome. Love the choice of name and PFP. However, I have to plug that Mudkip is the best boy. So Trico's pretty close, but Mudkip does in fact have the best boy status. Even though Trico will wipe the floor with Mudkip's face repeatedly. But I understand why you had to go with McTrico, because McMudkip doesn't really sound as good. Like, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. I don't think I will be live tomorrow. At least not in a physical streaming sense. You prefer Trico anyways? I mean, it's fair. Trico understandably has its good qualities. By Swayze, I want to say the hunt's been going on for like a total cumulative of like 5 hours, give or take. Less than that, I don't know. I started doing it at some point yesterday, and it hasn't been very long. Its green and red is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I also do not like Swampert Shiny as much. Like, I think Shiny did it dirty. Given that it's based off of an Oxalotl, I feel like and a Mudfish, obviously, if its shiny should have been white. A Professor Oak challenge. What was that again? Was that completing the Dex? Because, like, completing the Pokedex in Pokemon Emerald is a monumental feat, given that you pretty much need 7 games in which to do so. And interestingly enough, that is something that I do have eventually planned for this channel, is doing a playthrough of all of the games with a Dex challenge in there, and that is including Generation 1. I think, though, I would have to do it on their original games, but, like, the thought of being able to trade them up into Pokemon Home is pretty alluring to me, so I don't know, I'll have to open it up for a poll on my YouTube tab, my community tab, and see, hey, should I do it on their original consoles, or should I make it so that I can put them into Home via the 3DS? Streaming on the 3DS is a little bit more of a hassle, but it is doable. And most of the games can be done on the 3DS, or on ADS in general. but like there's something about the original the original cartridges. Completing the Dex before each gym badge. Oh gosh. Tavon has a challenge for me, huh? I won't guarantee that I will accept it, but I'll listen to it anyways. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Whatever Pokemon can be caught and evolved before each gym. Yeah, that's my kid in the background. He's jumping up and down, screaming, and having a good old time over there. Huh, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, having a good time over there? Jumps in approval. Shiny Hunt Mew in Gen 1. I don't know. That could be doable. Like, that Mew is transferable into Pokemon Home, right? Like, they made changes to allow for that. Since it's technically a legitimate Pokemon. Oh man, yeah. Getting that Cresselia in under 20 at 16, oh my gosh. That made Shaman worth it. Like, I would do Shaman again before I did Cresselia. Like, I'm scared to do Miscreant. What? Yeah, you just need to be looked at, maybe picked up. Oh, the luck on it was insane. Definitely was insane. Yeah, Cresselia and Mespriet are not fun shiny hunts. Yeah, he had to make his stream appearance over here, huh, dude? Yeah. Had to check out the stream, say hello. Get your compliments for the day. Yeah. I actually do have my shiny Cresselia hunt done. It's its own video on YouTube, yeah. I think both Palkia and Dialga are really dumb, in my opinion. But Dialga's shiny, the Jade, definitely works. Alright. Hopefully you enjoy. My shiny reactions aren't the best. Because, like, I'm gonna throw some shade, but you'll never really catch me going, like, A-Drive. Like, you see his thumbnails, like, you guys all seen his videos, and, like, I like A-Drive. He's a funny guy. I've watched a few of his streams, but, like, I'm not that extra. Like, you're never gonna catch me doing a thumbnail that's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised and shocked by this shiny. Like, even catching that Cresselia at 16, yeah, I got excited, but, like, I'm not over the top. I'm really pretty down to earth with my shinies. Because, like, I feel like it's stupid to be over the top with my reactions, because it's like you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you're shocked when it finally works. Like, that just logically doesn't make sense to me. Like, for example, with Shaman, it was more of a relief that I had finally found it, and Dialga especially. It was a relief that I finally found it. Like, I fully expect to find the shiny, and I'm disappointed when I don't. It's not... I'm never really surprised that I find it, because that was the goal going into the stream. It's never really gonna be a like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I found a shiny. Yeah, it's not really my style. Maybe if I wasn't hunting for a shiny and it just randomly appeared on a first encounter, I would be like over the top about it, because that would be legit. What does gend mean? So there's a few terms floating around the Pokemon community, and a lot of people use them differently, but there's legitimate Pokemon. That's what I'm going for right now. A legitimate shiny Sprigatito. That means that it was caught 100% using the game's coding. So I sat there, I spent the time, I hunted this shiny and got it legitimately, right? Then there's generated. Generated is any Pokemon that was made or generated on a PC using PK Hex, and that would be a gend Pokemon. Gend Pokemon are legal. They look and behave identically to legitimate Pokemon. They just don't have that stamp of legitimacy because they were generated. And then there's hacked Pokemon. Now, this is where, like, I differ with the community a little bit. Some people will say generated Pokemon are hacked Pokemon. And depending on your definition, that may or may not be true. Hacked Pokemon, to me, are illegal. They have moves and stats and shinies that otherwise couldn't legitimately or legally be obtained. Yeah, it's a freaking roaming legendary. It is not a great experience, and that's why I am terrified of doing Mesprit, because Mesprit is also a roaming legendary. Yeah, that checks out. Ashgra Ninja, not gonna lie, most of the Ashgra Ninjas you find out there are going to be generated. It had a very small window of being able to get it. now that the new Pokemon game update came out, we will finally get a Sysbot update for real, because they have to actually change the pointers and everything. There's some arguments to be had that even though it's duplicate, like, if it was duplicated using PK Hex, it's still not a legitimate Pokemon. Like, the coding will never be 100% the same. And yes, in most cases for generated Pokemon, or any Pokemon that's been done using PK Hex, if you took it to an official Nintendo tournament, they would be able to scan your Pokemon, make sure they're legitimate, or, you know, make sure they're not hacked, at the very least. They would scan your Pokemon and know that they were generated, but as long as they're legal, they really don't care. Like, you hear stories all the time about people going to official Nintendo competitions with generated Pokemon because who really wants to, like, manually hunt out all of these Pokemon that they're going to be using for battle? And they don't care. They don't get kicked out of the tournament for using generated Pokemon. Like, Nintendo really doesn't care that much. Else they would start making an example out of the professional battlers and kick them out of the tournament for having generated Pokemon. Yeah, for the most part, it's all just code. As long as it's legal, nothing's really going to happen to any of your Pokemon in any of your accounts. Nintendo just doesn't have the time nor the jelly beans to sit there and nitpick that much. Hey, Live, Learn, Adapt. It's been so long. Welcome. Because I always respond, I try to always respond. Like, the only time I think I won't be able to respond is if I have crazy numbers, like 100 chatters in the stream and, you know, over 1,000 comments. Shiny Paris. This one's not super great, but it's pretty good. The eyes almost got me again. Oh, thank you, Live, Learn, Adapt. It is great to be appreciated. It's great to be able to help out the community. And it's honestly great to be able to do giveaways and host raids and just help people be able to play the game how they want to without Nintendo being, and Game Freak being, killjoys about it. Honestly, Tavon, the point of using PK Hex and these giveaways is just to fill in your Pokedex. Like, that's all it should really be for, and to have fun with the games. Like, for the most part, there's less than like 30 Pokemon that you cannot obtain legitimately at this point in the game. Oh, Zelda's not done. Like, it will be returning. I just decided that for some evening streams, I'm going to return to shiny hunting for a bit. I think I'll be returning my Tears of the Kingdom run when, like, the DLC comes out for it, and Master Mode is a thing, because... or Hero Mode. Because I don't want to 100% that game twice. I would rather wait until the Heroes Mode comes out and do it once. I have not seen a single thing about the new Pokemon show. I'm honestly kind of hoping it flops because the Gen 1er in me just cannot mentally, physically, nor emotionally handle the fact that there's a new protagonist aside from Ash, and I'm not here for it. I saw what happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! Once Yugi left the picture, and I'm not going down that road with Pokemon. You laugh because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You were there. You know what happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! Crap took a tank hardcore. Big facts. I was like, I don't know, like, do I think Ash should be a 10-year-old kid for 2 decades in a row? No, I don't. But, at the same time, if it's not the end of Pokemon, it shouldn't be the end of Ash. I don't care if he finally got a Pokemon Master status. Like, I want to see him really become a Pokemon Master by the original definition. He was going to become the greatest battler. He was going to catch them all. We have not seen him catch them all yet. In fact, he owns less than 200 Pokemon, if I remember correctly. Well, it's probably closer to 300, given that he gets, like, a new team of 10 every generation. So that's at least 80 plus the 30 that he caught in, you know, Kanto region. 60 counting the 30 Tauros he caught. I have no doubts that it can still be good. Like, I'm not just gonna crap on it because I haven't seen it. I can't. I can't with it. No new Ash, no new Ash Hat Pikachu, no new outfit. Like, just... Jesse and James are gone-ish. Like, it's just sad. But I do agree that, like, Ash versus Leon is, like, a great culminative battle. Yeah, there's no nostalgia. There's no, like, what's Ash up to today? What's the gang doing? They could have made Ash her dad. They could have. He's old enough. Dude's like 30 years old now. Yeah, we don't adapt to change that easily. I mean, I adapted to Legends Arceus like a champ, personally. That was new and different. Scarlet and Violet is pretty great, too. I hated on Sword and Shield, but that's just because I think Sword and Shield sucked, personally. But that's almost entirely due to Hop and his bullcrap. They don't make him her dad, but her grandpa. I'm still convinced that Ash is actually the owner of the Pokemon League, and that old man wasn't just a random old man. That that was actually Ash Ketchum. Welcome back. Enjoy your snack. I feel a little bit like Hyrule Gamer now. Be sure to grab yourselves a snack or drink. You know, that's a whole different community dynamic. I'm in an interesting position where I'm both a Pokemon content creator and a Zelda content creator. Obviously, more so on the Pokemon these days, but I have my foot in both doorways. And, like, I can think of several things and reasons to throw shade at Pokemon content creators, but there is not a single Zelda content creator that I would throw shade at. Like, there's just no reason to. All of them are great. That's just something that I, like, put together is... There's no content creators to throw shade at for Zelda. I mean, aside from that Sabrosian Nehru, yeah, there's really nobody I throw shade at. And that's not even, you know, being rude, or... That's out of admiration and just joking around and being friends and stuff. Shiny hunting, 1 point. Baby coin, 0 points. He's out. The what meal? I ate an egg boosting sandwich when I was hatching these eggs, but it has nothing to do with shiny odds after they've already been hatched, so I haven't messed with the egg booster sandwich. No, Tavon, not necessarily, because ultimately the program that I run on the PC is still generating the Pokemon and through Wi-Fi injecting it into the game. So like I said, it's not 100% identical to a real one, but like it's close enough that it doesn't matter. Like, can they tell on the back end of the system? Absolutely, but like on the surface value, yeah, it's not going to be noticed. Yeah, I used the Masuda method, Egg Boost Sandwich, and Shiny Charm. So we should be, theoretically, almost halfway to a Shiny. Yeah, Gritty Kitty, like, toxic ones, like, don't really exist for Zelda at all. And I think it's just, like, the sheer level of passion about what they do. Or I guess we do. We all love the games, we all, like, deep dive into the lore. And while some, obviously, are better than other content creators, like, ultimately, that's going to come down to preference. And we all torture the Koroks. Yes. Yes, we do. It's what the Koroks get for killing off the Kokiri. In my opinion, they deserve everything that they have coming to them. Yeah, Tavon, what is basically happening is the program that PK Hex is, like how it's coded and how it operates and works, is that it doesn't use the game's actual programming to build the Pokemon. What it does is it uses, like, anticipation. It has enough of the game's logic inside of it to know how a Pokemon should behave with its numbers, letters, digits, zeros, and ones, that it can guess what should be, but that doesn't mean that's what really is. And, like, when you go and change a Pokemon's IVs, it changes it on the game side, but there's still some residual data on the back end that doesn't get changed, that, like, internally the system sees, but it just doesn't care about. It's really interesting how the code works, but, I mean, I feel like I'd be doing a huge disservice to the community by saying, oh yeah, like, generated Pokemon, they're 100%, like, legit, you know, you're gonna be fine. Like, I think you're gonna be fine, personally, and to the point where I don't mind having them in my own games and in my own home account, because I've been trading them out for 2 years now and haven't had crap happen. But I'm also not going to sit there and say, yeah, like, they're virtually, like, there's no way Nintendo can possibly tell the difference. They can tell the difference, they just don't care. And for the most part, on the surface level, they are identical. And that's all they care about. Are they legal? And yeah, there's a good chance that if it's an exact copy of a Pokemon, it takes the code and copies it. Exactly. Like, that I'm not sure of how it operates enough, but I would suspect, like, if it's a direct copy of a Pokemon, it copies its code, but when you're generating a Pokemon, say, hey, I want a Sprigatito, I want it to have these IVs, and you start editing stuff, yeah, it has to guess what information in code should be there to get it. Gen Pokemon, you get them from hacked switches, or modified switches, as they're called. So, like, all of the giveaways that you see done on YouTube, whether it's Blaine's, myself, Rocket's Hideout, 3DOS Gamers, or whatever that one is, they're generated Pokemon. And I've always been transparent about my Pokemon being generated, using Sysbot as a program to make them and send them out as files. Like, I've never hid that fact, because I don't believe in that. I mean, if I'm going to be trading away Pokemon, like, I tell you guys exactly what they are. The only real Pokemon that I've ever given away on my channel was Zarude back in 2021. The game die who's on right now. But yeah, if a giveaway is being done as a YouTube video, automated, and you know you can get it throughout the week, and it's just going to trade you using the same code, it's a Sysbot trading it out, which is system bot, and it's generated. Like, these YouTubers, myself included, aren't out there going and catching thousands of these Pokemon to trade out to you guys. Wish it were that we could, but you've seen how long it's taken me to get Shiny Sprigatito here. For myself, I don't think a Shiny has any innate value unless I grinded it out myself. So, like, when people offer me shiny Pokemon for trades and stuff, I don't care. I don't want them because I didn't catch it myself. That's just how I roll as a shiny hunter. It doesn't have any value unless I put the time and effort into it. Now, the reason why I started doing these bots to begin with was because I got pissed that Nintendo was giving away Zarude over in Japan, and we had no way to get it over here in the US. So I started looking into how Blaine's did his giveaways, how all these other YouTubers did their giveaways, and figured out that they were doing so with a Sysbot, and decided I'm going to do the same. I'm going to give away Pokemon that people otherwise had a harder time getting. Yeah, for sure. It's saving time and sanity, because you want a thing, but don't have the time to do it. Like, it's not to be malicious to the Pokemon Company or anything. It's, yeah, I want that. I don't have the means to get it myself, but I want to play the game and enjoy it. So, here's this Pokemon. The thing I have issue with is, like, Pokemon games and Gen Pokemon like Machamps.com. Oh man, Machamps.com really pissed off the Sysbot creators. I tell you guys what. Like, those were so overtly generated and hacked that, like, it just created all sorts of problems. And you know, if Pokemon would do a giveaway more than once a decade, or like do their mythical Pokemon once a generation, or even once a freaking system, I would be less tempted to do these giveaways. Hey, Zenelia, welcome. Yeah, I wish you could change the original trainer name. That would be so handy. Yeah, he's actually passed out on my lap right now. Harley over there playing Mario Kart. Your dog passed out next to his kennel. Says it's bedtime, yo. I think I've technically gone over what I was originally intending to stream, so that's interesting. Farewell, my friends. The claw. I am physically incapable of buying Pokemon games unless I buy them in the set. Like, I haven't ever bought a single Pokemon game without buying its companion. So, like, how I got into Pokemon to begin with was my brother and sister got a copy of the games on their, like, original cancer-causing Game Boys. The original Game Boy. My sister didn't really show any much interest in it, so I quickly inherited her Game Boy. And then my brother, I mean, she had Pokemon Red, my brother had Pokemon Blue. My brother got to the Elite Four and he couldn't beat it, and then I stole his Game Boy and beat the copy of the game, and, you know, like, actually went through the Hall of Fame, all that stuff, and I couldn't have been older than 4. Like, I know I wasn't in kindergarten yet, and I could barely freaking read. I just spammed buttons. Beat Lance. He was saved in front of... Well, no, not Lance. He was saved in front of Gary. Beat him, and my brother got so pissed when he got home from school. He started beating me up because he thought I had just wasted all of his work going through the Elite Four, and then lost and saved it in front of his house. So he kicked my butt for that, but then I was like, well, no, I won, and so he went and checked his Hall of Fame record, and sure enough, I beat it. He got so pissed, he threw the game at me and said I don't want it anymore. So that's how I got my copy of Pokemon Blue. That was fun. And then a little while later, we got Yellow, but when Gold and Silver came out, I was able to get those along with, like, a Game Boy Color, and I got those games together. Basically how this all worked was, I would get one game from my parents for Christmas, and the other game, the companion game, I'd get from my grandparents for Christmas. And then when the compilation came out, I would get the, you know, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, and all that fun stuff. So I've always had both copies of the game when they came out. Gotta get those version exclusives. Is GameStop struggling right now? Like, I haven't really heard that they're closing down a lot of stores. I know they had an interesting scare with the stock market last year. I think it was last year. You got them separate, still got to get Sword, Diamond, and the new one still. As far as completing my collection, I still need a copy of White 2, Heart Gold, and Crystal. Just because over the years I've bought and sold my Pokemon games far more times than it would be prudent to. Hey Zanelia, we thank you for stopping by and we'll catch you another time. You have a great night. GameStop situation not looking too good. Like, I think GameStop's main problem is that they try to absorb some of, like, Hastings' clientele when it went out of business, or when it got liquidated, but they didn't full send hard enough to do it right. McTrico going for Fuecoco. That is my next hunt. Is 3 shiny Fuecoco. Well, as long as I get 10 more Pokemon in, I've at least gotten, you know, the same amount of encounters as I got yesterday, so that's something. A shiny will hatch in 3 more eggs, says Master John 3. I'm here for it. Let's do it. Better shiny hunting. I don't know if it comes down to being better or not, but definitely have a lot of diligence put into doing so. Psychic and ground. Poison type would actually be my gym type if I was to become a gym leader. It would have been pretty legit. Not gonna lie. Fire and electric, those types make sense. Those are pretty fun. That's how it took you 500. I hope that I can get it in less than 500 myself. But that is going to be all of the shiny hunting I'm going to be doing for today. We got another 120 under the belt. Oh, miscount. But I need to get this one actually officially ready for bed and get him put in there, and probably fix my bots, because I'm pretty sure that if I had to update to go online, the bots are now broken. So that's gonna be fun. But thank you guys for dropping in. We had a pretty good stream. We had about 10 to 15 people the entire time, so definitely an improvement on where it has been in the past. So thank you guys, and I'll catch you in